Hello and welcome to one of the special environments in college football. Clemson folks call this the original Death Valley. It is rocking in anticipation of this battle today. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Tigers will kick it away to start us off. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
So one play moves the ball to the 41. Another first down. Toss play, running right. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Second down play coming up. On the run, it's Payne. Fights through a tackle. Eventually they tackle him, but what a spin move to earn him the first down.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
On the run here, lets it go. Looks left and finds his target there. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Pass complete. It's second down now. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The ball is loose. Looks like the defense has it.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Look at this, taking the shot on the very first play. Oh, that one's picked off. Can he take it all the way? Inside the 20. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Trying to run it. It's Young. Running through the tackle. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Handoff here from the shotgun. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now first and goal. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. It's a second and goal play for the offense. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Just seems like he's inching his way to this goal line. He got about a yard. That's halfway. Now they give it to him again to see if he can break the play.
He moves the ball to the 1. Third down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 open scoring. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. Offense in a split backfield now. Quarterback still with the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
They lose yards on first down, so second and long from the 16. They'll try to run it with the option. He'll toss it to the back. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Who could not stop him? He's in. Touchdown, Clemson.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? A pop pass on the jet sweep.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. On 3rd down, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Returner tackle right there. That's when they'll start the drive. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Pressure is coming. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Now here comes the bunch formation. He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. And this one is caught. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Second down after that run on the previous play. An inside give now from the shotgun. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
So you're a defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield, worried about that quarterback who's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, oh, by the way, you got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller, the backs they have here now on this roster. Boy, just so many different combinations and ways to attack you.
The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Boy, the defense had everything covered downfield. The quarterback tries to check it down, but how about the defensive speed to be able to sniff that out?
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes a quick grab. Finding some room at the 25. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quarterback drops back. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
It's a shotgun run call. Breaks loose at the 15. Good enough for first down yardage.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, the pass is picked off.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. That's a big hit at the end, but not with a fresh set of downs.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he'll lost it to the end zone. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
The pocket breaking down. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Defense looking to keep the pressure on. Third down coming up. They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time. Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead he shanks it.
And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Tackle is made near the 48-yard line. Second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Grab behind the line. It's Young. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down and 10. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Catch made on the out route. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the extra point makes the lead 14-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner decides to fair catch this. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
The QB throws his third pick of the day. They get him down after a short return, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I'd love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Gets rid of it on the move. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Always have to be careful on the sideline not to step out accidentally. The wide receiver does a good job here on the route to bring...
He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building a lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Clemson, 7.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to make a play deep downfield. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. And he's got some open field ahead. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Well, I feel like the quarterback just stared down his intended target, brought that safety who's sitting back in cover 2 right over to make that interception. I'm putting that one on the quarterback.
So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Catch is made deep down the right sideline. Keeps a foot in bounds. What concentration. Offense racing down the field. It sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10. And the quarterback dropping back. And it's caught. Touchdown, Irish.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
28, Clemson, 7.
This one will be fair caught. Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Cut quickly.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Second down, we're going to throw it. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Can he get there on the ground? And he'll get their first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners with great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Now they'll run a draw play.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. The throw complete to the running back underneath.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
For the offense.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. It's a highlight reel diving catch there.
Man, another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, it seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers. And now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those.
And he scores. Touchdown, Tigers. And now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
What a surprise. Notre Dame running the football for another 1st down. Seems like we've been saying that for decades and decades. The ability to run the football, not just the backs that stand out to me when you think about Notre Dame's history. It's especially true about the line of scrimmage and those big offensive linemen opening up those holes.
Here's the 2nd down play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And this pass is caught, and he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Makes a quick catch. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. It's a 1st and 10 play. Back to throw again. Pass rush closing in. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
We'll take a deep shot. He fires this throw and it's intercepted. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender, and he throws the interception.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. Incomplete and nearly intercepted yet again. Second down now.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Short pass finds the tight end. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Caught near the sticks. It's Dixon. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Defense is coming after him. The sophomore able to get home with the sack. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. That sack sets up an important 3rd down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They've got a chance here, enough time to try to add some points before halftime. Caught over the middle. It's Gilbert. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. And the offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. It's second down after that completion. And he drops back in the gun. Grab down the middle. It's Payne. In the clear at the 25. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football out to the 25-yard line. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. A last gasp pass as time expires in the first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. That's caught. It's Johnson. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Touchdown, Clemson. Made the defense look slow that time.
And that's his second touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
Here's the point after attempt. Check this out. It's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Hit as he releases it, and the pass falls incomplete. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Notre Dame, 35, Clemson, 20.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but you have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Here comes a handoff. Breaking free at midfield. Tackle finally made, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Caught on the outside. It's Young.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The completion makes it second down. Direct snap to the back. Look at him run through those tacklers. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And this one is getting ugly. Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And here comes a deep shot. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Looking for some space. It's Payne. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for it.
Looking to pass here on second down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Good time here to drop this screen into the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. And he'll drop back here on third down. It's a quick grab. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Looking to throw it on first down. And he throws his third interception of the day. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Has the first down and more. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
Got it.
That's solid run, good for first down yardage. He'll hand it off. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid game here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And the ball is picked off. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Receiver in motion now. Here's the option play. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Brings up second down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Grab behind the line. It's Gilbert. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Just a great play here by the corner. The offense completes the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a form tackle while driving the offensive player back in the process.
Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Notre Dame looking to convert on fourth down here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. So that offensive penalty will be declined, but the defense, they're happy to take the result of that play. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Another delay of game penalty. What in the world is going on with this offense? So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Dixon. The stop is finally made, but it's a big gain. Stopped at the 49.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
He grabs it inside the 20. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Second down after that previous play.
29 Philly.
Offense looking to throw the ball. Delivers quickly to the left side. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's running out of time here. Down he goes. A sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. This will be a 50-yard attempt. Let's see if he's got the leg. Kick is up and no good. Off the miss, still a 22-point margin.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin from the 33. Gives it to the back. Fights off a defender.
Gain of 12. And that's a 1st
down for the offense. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Notre Dame 42, Clemson 20.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. There's the snap, quarterback setting up the throw. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, today's middle linebacker has to have the ability to cover, to be able to be a great run stuffer, also the ability to blitz and get after the quarterback. There's an example of it right there. These guys are becoming more and more athletic every year in college football.
Fires it on the move. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down mark. Can they keep this drive going and try to convert on third down now? They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
But his defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon. We'll give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Punt team ready to boot it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Oh, and it lands at the 4 and bounces in for a touchback. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. He'll spot it at the 42.
And this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play and try to get in the end zone. Maybe get an onside kick.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Running out of time in the pocket. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. And it's caught. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Will he score here? Touchdown Tigers. This quarterback on fire today. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. But, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
And he is stopped short. The two-point try fails. He can't cut this lead further. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught downfield. Big play across midfield. Now they're threatening at the opponent's 38.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
Looking for his back. Grab down the middle. It's Payne. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long, over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, making great decisions for this offense and put them in a position to win this game.
They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Important second down play coming up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's third down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
This try is no good. And the lead remains at 16 off that miss.
Man, I thought he hit that pretty clean. Good hold by the holder. Everything looked to be the way you'd like as a kicker. He just misses it, and the ball trailed on him and ends up hitting the upright.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. First down, looking to throw the football. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Catch made down inside the 25. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Clemson.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already.
And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
The offense is out there. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Intercepted in the end zone.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score.
I believe they're going to line up here to go for the onside kick. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Timeout.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
Number 81 set to kick this one away.
And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. You're late in the game. You got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football, and you got a great chance at a victory.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
This sack is on the quarterback, in my opinion. Anytime you call a screen, you've got to be aware that that pass rush is coming in. Bait them towards you and go over top. This time, he's unaware of how quickly they're going to come in.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And it's intercepted with a desperation throw here. He's got some room and some blockers here. At the 20. At the 10 now. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
I can appreciate the aggressive approach by this offense, but it backfires on him, and now you give the opponent a chance to really cut into the lead and come right back and have a chance to win this game.
Now the try for the 2-point conversion. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And is intercepted. The 50. Inside the 40. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so maybe they'll have to run a couple plays here. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
You can almost sense the coaches challenged this offensive line before they went out on the field, how important this drive is with the lead late in the football game. They are hitting people and pushing people around up front and being able to get positive yards on 1st and 10.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Young. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, the offense has done a nice job of moving themselves down in this area to give themselves a chance. But, man, the quarterback's got to continue to make good decisions and not put the ball in harm's way.
Quick throw. Catch made on the out route.
Heck of a job here by the defense on this 3rd down to keep them short of the 1st down. Now it's 4th down, and an interesting decision for this offense with the lead. Do they punt the ball away, or do they go for it?
Leading here in the 4th quarter to keep the offense on the field, trying to stretch the lead and keep possession. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a 1st down. So they get the 1st down, and that could be the dagger this defense needed to stop right there. The offense can begin to think about celebrating.
What a gutsy call here by the head coach to go for this with 4th down with the lead late in the game. Give them all the credit for the execution. This game's not over, but the defense, the only chance they really have now is they got to rip that ball out and try to get a turnover.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here.
Smart play to keep it on the ground to try to keep that clock moving. But there's still a lot of work here on third down for this offense with the lead. Face it, you got one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Put the ball in his hands and work his magic.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick.
Now, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback to start the 25. Clemson offense is back out there. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. The offense gets the football back. Very lucky. Still have a chance now.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
They've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. First down here for this offense. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. Well, really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side. Boy, they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.